Go ahead, Commissioner.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I don't think there is anything more important than we can as a commission do in this coming year as to select a good city manager. And I think one of the first steps in doing that is the selection of an interim city manager. But there's a great deal about this process that I don't understand, and how we arrived here tonight. Commissioner Dean and I were not a part of many decisions that were made about the selection of an interim city manager, going back to the contract offered to Ed Meese, to the canceling of the public discussion about whether or not to accept that contract. After that, a decision was made, by whom I don't know, to accept material from interested individuals through our Human Resources Department. At last Wednesday's administrative meeting of the commission, there was an expectation on the part of staff and of at least 2 commissioners that we would be publicly discussing the merits of those individuals who had expressed interest through that part of the process. At that meeting, when the agenda item interim city manager status discussion was considered, we were told that the public discussion would occur at tonight's regular meeting. Again, who made that decision, I don't know. The next day, we found out the agenda item for discussion at tonight's meeting is whether or not to approve a contract to Melinda Reed, not a discussion of the entire commission about the individuals who might be considered for interim city manager. In moving forward, there were at least 2 commissioners who were left out of that decision as well. This is not transparent governance. So I guess for me, the bigger question this evening is this how we are going to do business, where some members of the commission are privy to decisions and others not? The answer to that, of course, is no. And Commissioner Dean and I could be incensed about having been left out of much of this, and rightly so. We are duly elected representatives of the citizens of Helena. But really the larger issue here is that the public has been deprived of its constitutional right to participate in their government. And the public has been deprived of their right to know of the deliberations of their government. The public and the press have a lot of questions, and they are demanding a transparency that we can't seem to deliver. In 1984, Walter Cronkite told us, "A democracy ceases to be a democracy if its citizens do not participate in its governance. To participate intelligently, they must know what their government has done, is doing, and plans to do in their name. Whenever any hindrance, no matter what its name, is placed in the way of this information, a democracy is weakened and its future endangered." This is the meaning of freedom of the press. And it is not just important to democracy, it is democracy. So on January 2nd of this year, in this space right before us, Judge Menahan administered an oath to us newly elected municipal officials. In that oath, we solemnly swore to support, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Montana, and the Charter and ordinances of the City of Helena. We further vowed to discharge these duties of this office with fidelity. That oath means a great deal to me. I intend to the best of my ability to honor that oath. So in terms of the matter that is before us this evening, I can't support this. Not necessarily because of the individual, but because of the process that brought us here this evening. We can and must do better for the citizens of Helena in the future.